Hello and welcome back to my channel. I think this is Flosstube 4, don't quote me on that because I can be quite forgetful if I look a mess. I've just come back from work and I was like shattered, I'm so tired because I've been working a lot over the last couple of weeks and I was like, it's been 2 weeks, I need to get my Flosstube thing done and then I'm going to shower and I'm going to relax until I have to do it all again tomorrow. But other than working over the last 2 weeks, that is pretty much all I've done, to be honest. I have done quite a bit of cross stitch though, more than I thought I would, considering the amount of time I haven't had. I've also been reading a lot, so that's taken up quite a bit of my time. But I have got a new start, which is the stitch along I'm doing, and then I've got some of the projects that I've been working on and some other projects that I want to start. So let's begin. So the first one I'll show you is my Capybara Tea Time. So that's coming along quite nicely. I got a new needle minder because I went to a local craft store and I've been in there before but not very often. I'm glad I did because I found this really cute needle minder. So yeah, Capybara Tea Time, and for once I've been writing down the progress that I've made because I haven't been doing that recently and I think I probably should to give me a better understanding of where I'm up to. So for Capybara Tea Time, this was from Needle Art Designs on Etsy. All the things I'm using I'll link down below, so don't worry too much. With this one I decided that I was going to do it by the 10 by 10 block. Actually I started doing this one and then for whatever reason I stopped. But when I last did a video, which was 2 weeks ago on the 30th of the 7th, I was 1,198 stitches through, which is 21%, and then as of yesterday I have 1,911, which is 32% complete, which is an extra 713 stitches. So over the last couple of weeks, this is probably the one I've made most progress on, and I'm quite happy with that actually. I'm really liking how it's coming together. But yeah, I've just got to obviously finish this block and then I can start moving on. But I kind of wanted to get to the bottom so I know how far down it will go. Like, I know I've got enough room so I already measured it, but I just wanted to figure out how far down it would go and then how far across, because it's got some little things to the side here. But I should have shown a picture of the complete project from the Etsy page here somewhere. So that was Capybara Tea Time. And then I believe last week, a couple of weeks ago, I think I said the most progress I wanted to make was on the Herbalist, which didn't happen. So here it is so far. All I really managed to do was fill in some of the gaps here and then start like this little oracle orb thing. So that is, yeah, the Herbalist by Loonbug. And 2 weeks ago I had 3,829 stitches done, which is about 30%. And then as of yesterday, 4,337, which is an extra 508 stitches and 34.7% complete, so about 4% more. Not as much as I'd hoped, but what happened was I started doing this here, so I was going to do the leaves here. And then I missed a stitch and I had to unpick it all, so that kind of put me off it for a bit, but it's correct now. But yeah, so I didn't want to look at it for a while because I was like, I've got to unpick all those stitches. But yeah, there's the Herbalist. And then I've got the Arctic Fox that I'm working on. I'll bring my book back, so I seem to have just plopped it down, thinking I didn't need it anymore. There it is. So the Arctic Fox, which I'll show you in just a second, is, let me put bookmarks in here. Right, I keep calling it Arctic Fox, it's Autumn Fox, but here it is. So this is how far I am. I'll put like the Etsy picture of it here, but this is by Kitty Bloom Studio. Oh no, sorry, that's where the Ada's from. The Ada is Kitty Bloom Studio, which is a 16 count. The pattern is from Stitch Heart UA. Again on Etsy. So a couple of weeks ago I was 686 stitches through, which was 10%, and now I'm 871, so another 185 stitches, which takes me to 12.7%. So that's how far I am. I've been doing a lot of the black work more than anything. I was going to start filling in the colour, but I was like, I might as well just complete all that black work. I think the problem is that it's a lot, and there's like another 3,000 stitches of just these trees. But I am enjoying it so far. I can't wait to see it done. So yeah, that's the autumn fox. And then in terms of like, obviously those are the projects I've been working on. I have started my stitch along, which came out a couple of days ago. So it came out on the 10th, and today's the 12th of August. And part 1 is a total of 3,552 stitches. I have done 278, which is 7.8%. So that's the start of it. I've drawn a border because with the Arctic Fox I originally made a mistake when I started it, and I had to unpick it because I didn't measure it properly and I had to start over again. But I was like, I'm not making that mistake again, because obviously it's being released in parts and I'm not getting to the end and being like, I need to unstitch that now. So yeah, so this is how far I've gotten. I've only obviously done a very small portion, but I am enjoying it so far. I think it's going to look really, really cute. But it gets released every month on the 10th, I believe. And I think the last one's in January. So it's going to be, you know, a while before I get around to it. But I hope to complete this corner of the design before the next month's release. I mean, of course, that's obviously the point of a stitch along, but I know what I'm like, and I get easily distracted, and I've got other projects, so we'll see how that goes. But this is on 16 count cream Swigart Ada. And it came with like a PDF that showed you different background colours and what those colours would look like. But the most common one, I think the creator put that in there, is like a cream colour, so that's why I went for this cream. And it is quite big, so even where I've measured it, you can see that, I don't know if you see the line, but it's going to be quite a big one, and honestly I can't wait for it to be done. So that is, it's actually called Flower Dragon Meadow, and it's from Fossy Fox Shop on Etsy, and I'll link that down below. I'll also put a picture of like because it's on the Etsy page, the picture of like that corner completed for you. But absolutely love it. I can't wait to start my first stitch along. Not a couple of weeks, it would have been 2 episodes ago, I was doing a bag that had like that dissolvable Ada, and it just wasn't working because it was really cheap dissolvable Ada from Temu, kind of my fault. And it just became like a glue, so I just gave up with it in the end. But when I went to that craft shop, and then I went to a hobby craft that was shutting down because they had a sale, I did buy some actual stuff. So I've actually got proper dissolvable Ada this time, which I'm looking forward to using. And I actually picked up one of these, like this flag thing that you hang up. I can't remember for the life of me what it's called. It doesn't even say what it's called on the back. Oh, banner. So I wanted to do a I don't know, some sort of geeky design on here with the dissolvable Ada, and then just hang it up in my living room. That's my plan for that one. And then I picked up some, I think I already had this actually, I'm not sure, 25 count, and I've never used 25 count, so I am a little bit worried, because I know, like, looking at it, I'm like, those are the tiniest squares I've ever seen in my entire life. But I do know that some people do like, was it like 2/2? So all my other stitches have always been 2/1. I've never really done anything more than an 18 count before. So I'm a little bit worried. I'm not sure what I want to do on it yet. I do have quite a few Etsy purchases of cross stitches, so knowing me, I'd be like, I'll just buy another one. No, I need to carry on with all the things I've already done. And then I just picked up some 18 count, a little bit of 18 count Ada, and then I got this cute little little fox cross stitch pattern. This is on an 11 count Ada, which I've never worked with before, but obviously that's just me. It's going to be a little bit easier. But I like the way the threads came, like this. So, as I said, I'm new to cross stitch mostly, so I usually just see them in, like, you know, when you get the DMC things and they're in the little bundles. That's what I'm used to. So when I see them like this, I'm like, wow. But I can tell it is kind of a a cheaper thread. It's very like catchy on my hands, but yeah, so I want to do that at some point. I don't really know when. I feel like this is going to be one of those projects that I just do when I'm bored and I want to do between other ones, but I just thought it'd be kind of cute. Then I bought some more Ada, this is 14 count. Doesn't really say the colour, I assume it's just, oh there we go, flax. So yeah, don't really know what I'm going to use this for. And I love the fact that I've already put one like this, right? Do I have any idea what this was for? No, I don't. I really don't. So yeah. Oh, another thing I bought, well, my partner bought me, is this. It's like, you put your embroidery hoop in here and you attach it to the table to make things a bit easier. So I can stitch with two hands, which I'm actually finding really difficult because I've only ever stitched in hand, using one hand. So when I used this the first time, I was like, my left hand has no coordination, so I was just poking it everywhere like, oh god, this is going to take longer than I thought. So I still kind of use the one hand, but I just have it on here instead, so that was really nice of him. So I'm really grateful for that. But overall, this is a quick one. I've been very busy, so I haven't had the chance to do very much. I wish I did, to be honest. I really want to get some pieces finished and get them, some of my gifts, and get them on the wall. But I think over the next couple of weeks my main focus is going to be the Capybara Tea Time, because I think this is one that's going to be finished first, just because I really do enjoy stitching it. And I love that every time I do a square you can literally see it coming together so well. So my goal is for this one to be, I think I was only like 30% through. I'd like to be like 40% of the way through. I might be being too enthusiastic there, 35 maybe. We'll see, but yeah, I think the most progress I'll be making is on my Capybara Tea Time. Also in the future I want to try a full coverage piece, and I did look around for one that I wanted to do, but I just couldn't find the one that was like stood out to me enough to be like, yeah, I want to put in the time and effort for that. So yeah, Arctic Fox, my Herbalist. I do love this one though, despite me making slow progress on it. Like, I'm already on the second shelf and there's literally one more shelf here, and then there's like a cat, and then literally at the bottom just the border. So I really haven't got that, like, I'm further than I think I am. But yeah, so that's all I've got for this one. It's been a slow couple of weeks. I keep wanting to start new projects, but then I don't want to get myself overwhelmed with it, because if I start getting overwhelmed I tend to put things down, which is what happened with the Herbalist when I did the stitches wrong. But yeah, fresh couple of weeks. I am working a lot this week, the rest of this week and the next, but I'm more through the week after. So yeah, hopefully progress will be made. But thank you for joining me on this short Flosstube episode of mine. I'm sorry there's not very much. I'm still building up on my cross stitch stuff. But thank you very much for watching. Bye!